Hello everybody, welcome back to the Marks Guide. Alright, so we've got Marks 52 through 56 on this video here. We're starting out at the Archive Steppe. And, oh yeah, this is kind of where where we fought Gyseric way earlier on. I think that was like Mark 14 or something like that. But this one's 52, excuse me, Head in the Clouds. Wow. This is actually for almost all of the marks in this video I end up using shrouds for. The Zirnitra, I don't know that you necessarily need to, but I wanted to get the 5-star rating, and I'll be honest, it makes it super easy when you just stagger them immediately. I started off there in my double, I went like double Saboteur, and I think Snow was my Ravager there. And just drop these D-Protect, D-Shell, as well as Imperil on, and then kind of just go to town. Yeah, that's the end of that. I think the next mark, which is 53, will be another Zirnitra. The only difference this time is, what's that, Gaia Ring for the first time completion. The only difference between 52 and 53 is that the Zirnitra is accompanied by a couple other enemies. Now here we are in Mahabara. This particular spot is when you ride Atmos for the first time, you actually have to ride him back, and he will then stop and create a bridge into this Mahabara, like the secret area. So again, just kind of cruise back here to this dead end and activate the stone. And then I just cut out all of the running because, I mean, it's quite a trip back to the warp stone I used. And then I just warped to the other one here in near the Pass of Padra. So anyways, this is, again, I'm going to use another Deceptisol here. I think this is a really good battle to start out with the Service Paradigm, because it starts us all off as commandos, obviously, and we'll just make quick work of those adds. And then I'd say the same thing with that other Zirnitra is, you know, get a couple of Saboteurs going on it. Looks like I went with the trio of D-Protect, D-Shell, and Imperil. And then at that point, we'll just get him worked over. Now, the good thing about Zirnitra here, or I should say the good thing about staggering it and using that Deceptisol to get it staggered earlier is, if you notice there, as he's trying to do Feeding Swoop, because all of my characters are beating on him and he's staggered, it looks like it was interrupting it. So Feeding Swoop can be really nasty, especially if your character has D-Protect on them. There's still a good chance, even when you're completely developed, that will one-shot you. So there's our reward, the Blaze Ring. So again, these are our first-time rewards. And alright, so next here we should have mark number 54. Now this is at the north end of the Archive Steppe. It should be a pretty recognizable area. Unfortunately, yeah, the bigger they are. So this is the Gigantaur. I didn't actually pull up my map, which I don't know why I didn't do that, but anyways. So let's head to, it's kind of the center of the Archive Steppe, and we will take on that Gigantaur. Now there's actually a little event that happens earlier that I don't know if I've got footage of that or not. In my walkthrough, but Saz meets a little cactuar in this area, and technically, I guess if this is the first time you've ever been over to this area with a chocobo, you will, potentially see that, or you should see that that scene. And again, it's a little cactuar, and there's a little scene with Saz, and he tries to chase it, and basically it kind of just repeats itself, just a little bit different this time. So I'm going to dismount here, and it's kind of a, I don't know, It's funny. I like this scene. I like the other one too. Really short and sweet, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to take a look at my gear here. I really like this the random instant chain. That's going to come in really handy for the next mark as well. And so what I'm going to do here is actually take off my item scavenger and item, I think I had item collector as well on snow here. So I'm just going to swap up my items a bit here, and I kind of wanted to get this, I guess, on or get the footage taken of kind of how I'm set up here. Generally, with everybody at this point, there might be some battles that I swap this up, but almost everybody always has a sprint shoes and tetratic tiaras on. Again, there's some times where I don't do that, but this one I'm definitely going to do in here. Oh, that's right. So I was looking up which two specific items that I needed in order to give Snow random instant chain. Lightning as well as Fang already have items to give them the random instant chain. Now, I actually really like doing this with all three characters, just because the idea here is to have that trigger, and the more of your characters that are able to do that, the more likely that it's going to fire off. So again, now if you don't have the items to do it, well, it is what it is, and you kind of just gotta deal with that. But by having all three characters with that random instant chain ability, obviously it just increases the chances that it's gonna fire. So again, that's my recommendation. So here, let's get these on him here. I need to do yeah, it's either speed sashes or energy sashes or something like that. Okay, toss an energy sash on here, and then all right. So survivalist catalog. Yeah, I don't know if that was that great of an item to use, but whatever. Ha! Now that I think about it, I think I actually get a shroud for this. So I think it's the survivalist catalog there that helps us get shrouds. But anyways, here's the little scene I was talking about.
I think our prickly green pest's back. Come for another shot at old Saz, have you? Sweet mercy! Go! I don't believe we met. I know that trot. It is you, isn't it? Find yourself some fertilizer, did you? Well, size ain't ran off again. Outrun by a cactus. Twice. Oh no. Everything's spinning. Playing with me? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. I'll teach you to mess with size.
I don't know why that's so funny. It's just cactrots, I guess. Anyways, alright, so this guy's super nasty. He's gonna use this the 10,000 needles on you, and here I've got Lightning as my party leader. That's not actually the best. She's not the best of these three characters. She can only take one hit of that 10,000 needles. So actually I used the renew command there, and then I just spammed ruin. That actually might have not been the best plan though either, but if you notice there, the random instant chain triggered and I am completely fine. Yeah, so that was just... I mean, that's why I choose to go that route. There's other strategies, but at a 2-minute target time, there I did get an egg as well. With a 2-minute target time there, you just don't have much room to do any other strategy if you want to try to 5-star that. So again, there are other methods. You could do like a sentinel and one medic, and then just try to chop them down with a commando or something like that. But again, I wanted to get that 5-star, and really I think that random instant chain is the best way to do that. It may take you quite a few tries to actually get that, but I think it's worth it. But anyways, alright, so mark number 55 here. This is Can't We All Just Get Along? Our target's the Neochu. This is Erba, and this is like what is this, the deserted school or something like that, schoolyard, something like that. But all right, and our mark location is actually this is our called step, but Agra's pasture. Okay, so this is basically straight across from the Ochu, if you know where that's at. It takes a chocobo to get here. Maybe that's obvious. But here's another really good example of number one. I think having random instant chain on everybody really helped out. There's another really good method of doing this as well. But I went again random instant chain, and this is a really good opportunity, or I think a really good fight to do the double shroud. Not only an Aegisol, but a here I've got a Fortisol too. So I'm going to use both here, and I'm going to start off with the Cerbus Paradigm. That's the one where everybody starts off as a commando, and it'll probably be pretty obvious why I do that. Now, if you decide to do this with a different team, you're gonna want to have a really good healer. So either like Hope or Vanille. I would actually kind of I would almost recommend Vanille for this. Because the other strategy that I think works really well for the Neochu is actually using Death on it. And so, you know, using her I think is pretty smart for your healer as well. You don't necessarily have to go that route though. You could go with somebody else. You know, do a Vanille Fang, Hope or something like that. And the real problem though is getting all those Neochus down right, or the Pikachus down right away, because they get really nasty, especially once the Neochu starts buffing them. So it's again, I really prefer this method. I like the Cerberus. It just chopped down those Pikachus really fast. Then, if you notice there, obviously I got super lucky and got random instant chain to fire off again almost immediately. So that just made really quick work of that fight. So I'll be honest, I think that's my that's the fastest I've ever beat him. So I would suggest that as well. You know, you're gonna need to have the accessories with the random instant chain as well as the 2 shrouds to do that, but they should be pretty easy to scrounge up. So anyways, all right, this is our last mark here. This is the wrong one. Go right next to it. So this is 56. Here we are. This is our cult step. It was probably pretty obvious where we were at, but I actually wanted to have open up my map for every one of these, but I forgot on like 1 or 2 of them, so my bad. But anyways, all right. So this is the Ugallu, which is going to be just ridiculously easy compared to the last, whatever, 4 marks that we've already done. It's almost shocking how much easier this mark is than, again, the ones that we've just done. It's by far the easiest of this video. And I'm curious as to why they did such swing, like why I'm not sure why they didn't just put all the marks in like order of difficulty, but that's clearly not what they did. So anyways, all right, we need to get to where is this? I think we need to go back to Yasha's Massif for this one. I've got a cut here. Yeah, okay. All right, so this will be Yasha's Massif, the Ascendant Scarp. Okay, so we've actually fought a different mark here earlier on, but we'll go with the same route. So this is, I think this is Munchkins, or I think they're Munchkins. I think that's the name of these little guys, right? Yeah. Same deal here. Full commando, so Cerberus, Paradigm, and we're just gonna chop these guys up. So yeah, boy, I'm gonna have to call it here. This is the very end. So anyways, hope this mark guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more. Thanks for watching.